I feel deeply dehydrated. Wine through my swirly straw is the enemy and the team. Cheap tobacco rolled up. $9.69, 969 tobacco. 969 tobacco. The burglar cigarette. The burglar cigarette. Smoking cigarettes in my grandparents' garage. I lit an incense so they wouldn't notice. All smoke smells the same. All smoke smells the same. When you don't like smoke, all smoke smells the same. I'm staring at a fox that poured me my wine. The fox brings me comfort, but I know that I don't do the same. The fox worries for me. The fox worries for me and pours me another glass of wine, and I walk away from the fox. And I'm a good girl, stepping outside for my smoke, hearing noises, getting paranoid, trusting that the worst that can happen is death, and that's not the worst that can happen. The stars above me took the fire out of my cigarette. Is that God telling me to stop? Is that God telling me to stop? Is that God telling me to stop smoking? Is that God telling me to stop? Either way, I'm stopped and not smoking. Looking at the stars, a power line dividing it. I wonder which side is good. I wonder if I should cross the line into the other side. I wonder if I am the line. I wonder if Jimi Hendrix is listening. I wonder if I can get manic enough where I can see patterns in the sky, connected by stars. I don't chase after my mania chases after me, and sometimes I like to run with it. I've tried every other option. Seems as if stopping or running with it are the only choice. Sometimes I wish that the grid would break down from the sky and I could finally see who's running it all. Because I know him. I know him. And I know if I say his name, I'll probably die. But that's only because he can't wait for me much longer. Him as in God, him as in my lover, him as the sun, him as the stars. It's a psychedelic experience to stand in pure silent bliss on a silent night. Silent bliss, silent night. I wrote a poem that said, silent bliss, silent night, she's somewhere crying under the silent sky. Or maybe I didn't write it, but I just wrote it now. I feel scared today, and I don't usually. I would say I feel like something bad is going to happen, but it's already happened. And I think now I'm just realizing it. I don't need to be scared. I don't need to smoke a cigarette. I don't need to question the sounds. I don't need to be unhappy. All I need is my breath. Dehydrated and wine drunk, and still all I need is my breath. A car passes. I'm knocked out of my trance. Sometimes when I'm breathing with the earth, I feel like I'm inside its lungs. I found out it's a new moon tonight, that's why I can't see it. I found out I found out I found out that I need to find in, confined in. Confined in me is all that I need. And the stars, of course. And the breath. But on this new moon, now I know if I ever feel like I need anything else. My ego has taken over and I've forgotten who I am. I am you. I am your image. I am your podcast. And all I need is a breath. A breath to dance, a breath to speak, a breath to write, a breath to listen. On this new moon, I want to release the pent up anger that I hold for you, the pent up frustrations of not being heard, the pent up yearning to be understood, the pent up desire to be accepted, the pent up love that I can't force feed you. I've released. Standing still, cigarette out, dehydrated and breathing, I release. And I listen. And I've learned it's more imperative. It's more imperative to listen than to be heard. Because one day, very long from now, I'll be dead. And God told me that they'll listen then. So who cares about today? Who cares about who's listening to this podcast? Who cares about who watched my video until the end? Because 100 years from now, I'll still exist. My tears dripping down onto my journal will still be there, dried, but there. And you'll regret not listening to me then. in your gravestone, in your journal entries to your grandchildren, you will regret not listening. Because the earth is speaking all of the time. You can't hear because she speaks in silence. You can't learn because you're talking over her. You can't watch because it's not a TikTok. And so I breathe in the lungs of the earth. I listen to her silent song. I do my best to articulate, and I've released the desire to be heard. Now I dance. And I'm heard so attentively by the souls that surround me, that are no longer here, but grab my hand on and off the dance floor, wipe my tears with no tissue, but just a silent, soft embrace of knowing that my words matter, that my art matters, that it's okay not to be heard by the puny population that I live in. And understanding that I can live on forever. And the AI machines that take over the world will use the archive of my work to build masterpieces one day. I'm confident in the humanness that I carry. I don't think I'm an alien. I don't think I'm born in the wrong generation. I'm confident that I am here now for a reason. Speaking to you dehydrated under the stars, cigarette out for a reason. Subscribed and unsubscribed by you for a reason. And on this new moon, I've accepted that. I've accepted my embarrassment. And I've accepted yours. I hear another sound. My gaze turns from the stars. I walk inside to light my cigarette. Snot dripping, landing on my toes. The fox is still staring at me with one eye because his fur is covering the other. He said, "You're not my mama fox today." He looks at me as a prey, and I know that I'm a bunny. I know that he wants to eat me now. I know that he poisoned my wine. And I've accepted that. I've accepted being the prey today. I've accepted being the prayer. I look the fox back in the eye and say, "You don't know who you're messing with. I got the Mad Hatter on my side. He's coming to get you now. And you'll be on my dinner plate." Except I'd never eat a fox, because I'll probably transform into him tomorrow. Looking at the rest of the rabbits, except not wanting to eat them, but to play. I'm a bunny, but I don't want to be a part of a magic show that isn't mine. If I'm coming out of your sleeve, it's because you never knew I was there in the first place. And I don't want your applause. I want hand-picked flowers, so I could ask them if he loves me or loves me not. That is the question. I'll never be old. I'll be young. And then one day I'll be gone. Flipping through my journal, all I see is thank you. Hallelujah. Isn't it a pity? Hallelujah. Jesus, why won't you fuck me? Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.